Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hey, peace and blessings, family, and welcome to another edition of Sunday Sitting with Sisters. And so, of course, I got another brilliant sister that I'm going to bring on to talk to you all. But before I do that, I want to really remind us that if you're on these social media airwaves, you do have a choice to what social media sites you choose to give your energy, your power, essentially your click, your attention to. And we have a Black owned one here. It's called OBT Social. It was made for Black folks, designed by Black folks, ran by Black folks. So I just discovered this a couple of weeks ago. So I decided to dedicate all of my shows in September to helping these people get their site, to get more people, more traction on the site. So we can stop complaining about folks and content. You can go on there and say whatever you got to say. As you can see, this site was designed for African American descendants, whatever, Black folks. Um, it was really designed for us. So you can go on here, show your content, do all kind of stuff. So stop complaining about TikTok. Stop complaining about Facebook and YouTube, whatever. If you do complain about YouTube, I haven't heard any complaints about YouTube, but you can go to OBT Social, set your page up, and share your content. It's pretty cool. I have it on my phone. And so I just want to share that with y'all. So stop complaining. Jump onto this site, put your page up, put your content up, your information, and start networking with your people. So here you go. All right. Now that we got that out the way, I want to bring on my guest. I'm very excited. I love what this sister does. Let me get her on in here.
Yes.
Hey, sis.
Hi.
How you doing with your beautiful self? How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. I
Good.
appreciate you inviting me on.
Oh no, thank you. Pronounce
Yes.
your name for me so I can get it right.
Marissa.
Maritza.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Are you named after somebody, Sister Maritza?
No, I'm not. It's just a name my mom picked.
Did she tell you why she picked it or?
She didn't. She was reading a book. She is an avid reader, and it was a name that stuck with her from a novel she had read.
So, sister, let's do a little background. I always like to talk about the journey before we go into what you do, which I think is so amazing. I've been a benefactor of your work. So, where did you begin your journey at? Where did you start at?
So I initially started with taking care of children in my home. And I did that for about 10 years and decided to go back to school because I wanted to work with fragile children.
Hmm.
Yes, I wanted to provide fragile care for children with special needs. And
Okay.
so I actually started as a pre med student and then ended up transferring into nursing. I became a cardiac and a stroke certified nurse. I worked in the hospital for over 10 years. And then a few years ago, I decided to take a break. I was working in the step down ICU step down unit, and it could be heavy duty. Uh,
Mhm.
it can be stressful, and so I decided to just take a step back from that, and I ended up going into specialty infusions for a specialty infusion company.
Okay.
I began infusing for enzyme replacement and immunotherapy. And so I met a lot of people. I would meet them in their homes and help infuse them, teach them how to infuse themselves.
Mm.
So, yes, I had one client who would receive just saline a few times a week. She learned how to infuse herself, and she would be a new person. Just remarkable change after receiving fluids. She would have more clarity. She would be rejuvenated with energy, stamina. She would have better output in her ostomy. Just the saline was so um, amazing for her.
What does saline do?
It actually gives you hydration. It goes directly into your cells and adds electrolytes, which we need
Okay.
to for balance. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So, what is infusion? Because people will hear that and be like, "She's talking about cooking." No, it's good enough. But what is infusion?
Infusion is when you receive an IV into your vein and you are infused or injected with vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that help to support immunity, increase circulation, decrease inflammation, pain, anxiety, help with building muscle tissue, helping with endurance, increasing your physical performance, helping with weight loss, just a host of different powerful benefits that can be provided from receiving IV infusions and hydration.
What community do you see getting a lot of that?
You
Because I
know,
didn't hear about that until somebody
yeah.
told me like a year ago.
Yes. For myself, it has been pretty balanced across the board. Now that more people are learning about having this alternative modality as a preventative measure, more
Mhm.
people are opting to trying it. Once they get over their fear of receiving the needle, but I would have to say, I say, more of the working middle class is what I see, who I
Mm,
see really taking advantage of this service.
right on. So, let me ask you this: what made you do it as a business?
Wow, that is a wonderful question. So, when COVID came around, so many people were just confused about what they could do to just support their health. A lot of people were afraid of the vaccinations. They were afraid to
Mhm.
get sick with with the virus, and so just educating people on um, different modalities that we could use to support our health and wellness, and seeing my client make such a remarkable change from just receiving saline. um, I started to link up with some colleagues. We started doing some trial tests with some of the formulas, and people were recovering within days. 2 to 3 days, they were recovering from viral infections, recovering from allergy attacks. They were having um, uh, pain, pain relief, anxiety relief. And so I was, wanting freedom to spend more time with my daughter since I homeschool. Uh, I started doing some research and learned that this was actually something that others are doing. It is becoming a little more popular. And so I said, hey, if others can do it, so can I.
Mm. So, when you started that, how did you know exactly did you do like some study, like to know how much, how little, what things to mix up? I mean, like what things you can infuse into each other to make this will make you feel like that. How did you know all of that?
Absolutely. So I work with a physician who is, we collaborate together. She's my medical director. And I also work with a pharmacist. So we worked to put together these formulas, working with the pharmacist. I get my nutrients and vitamins from uh, USA based pharmacies. And so I work with the pharmacist within those companies. Yes, and then I have a pharmacist that I collaborate with when I want to put together a new formula and say, hey, we want to treat individuals who are having hair loss. What nutrients would be most appropriate to provide? And so just doing research on what most people um, are having problems with in terms of deficiencies with certain nutrients that would cause certain conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of
So,
research.
right on, right on. When we hear the word holistic, what does that word mean?
Treating the whole body. So we focus on the mental aspect, spiritual, and the physical because we know that we are spiritual first, having a physical experience, and so we
Mhm.
encompass all of that into our services.
Right on. So
Yeah,
we're going to talk a little bit about we're at your website, and I
yeah,
kind of want to talk a little bit. It tells us who you are on here, which is really awesome. Um,
yeah.
but I kind of want to go into your services because I feel like most times some in the communities that look like us, we be late to the game sometimes.
Yes.
And so they be like, well, white people is healthy. It's because they doing stuff that we late to the game at doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And sometimes we be spending our money on the stuff that make us sick, and then we want cheap stuff
Absolutely.
that we think is gonna make us healthy. So let's talk about this. What is an accelerator in fusion? What is that?
So the accelerator apps is actually one of my most popular drips. The accelerator helps to speed up your recovery time. So I've had clients who may have had COVID, continue to have symptoms of COVID, even though they've had it maybe months or even a year ago. The accelerator helps with easing inflammation, helps with pain, and it is just a very wonderful and powerful formula to help you get through whatever illness you're going through. It gives you great relief.
Okay. What
Yes,
about the renew,
yes,
fuse, and fusion?
yes. Another favorite. That's the second favorite. The Renew You focuses on skin, hair, and nail health. That is a really great um, anti-aging drip. It works really well. I love that drip. It helps you to feel really youthful and to slow down the signs of aging so that you stay looking younger longer.
Right on. What about refresh?
Yes, the refresher. The refresher is an energy booster. That is great um, for jet lag, if you're feeling just exhausted, stressed, overworked, overwhelmed. It gives you great balance for mood, and it provides you that mental and emotional energy for motivation.
Right on. What about the morning after?
The morning after, that is a hangover and migraine infusion. That is really great if someone might be having symptoms of cramping, migraines or headaches, and of course the hangover. Someone can come in with a hangover and leave like it never even happened.
Wow, I'm just
Yes.
amazed. What about this gladiator?
The gladiator. That is a favorite amongst those who like to work out, who are athletes. That
Mhm.
gives a lot of endurance. It provides endurance and it provides muscle and workout recovery so that they can go longer and be stronger. Yes.
Wow. Okay. The equalizer.
The equalizer. Now, the equalizer that encompasses all of the drips in one, and that is a great drip for those who might be suffering a chronic condition or who might have an absorbency issue with their gastrointestinal system. That is a great drip to have. It provides new minerals and vitamins um, that are just amazing, that can provide amazing results.
So, so you also do skincare.
Yes, I have
All right. Let's talk a little
expanded.
bit about the skincare.
Yes, I've expanded the services to include skincare, and we actually are expanding a little bit more shortly to include some other services that are not yet um, being offered through the website. But yes, I started offering skincare. My clients were coming in, and they really love having like a personalized nurse for services here in the treatment studio. I work with my clients one to one. This is a very um, welcome and very friendly environment for all ethnicities, races, all body types. My clients receive personalized one to one care. So I don't do many group sessions depending on the service. I don't do many group sessions. I work with my clients one to one.
Right
And
on.
so skincare just happened to be something that I was asked to add on. So I started providing just basic facials and um, microneedling with PRP to correct blemishes, to treat acne, to provide a more youthful and healthy glow to the skin. And clients love it. I have some clients who no longer wear makeup. They love just wearing their natural skin. And it is just awesome to see the transformation in my clients, to see how they just build their confidence and just love falling in love with their natural selves.
So you do facials. You do.
Yes, I do facials, and then we're also adding on hair restoration and medical weight loss service that'll be coming in November.
Wow.
Yes,
Now
we'll
that's, look here. You speak in
yes,
somebody's language because I think
absolutely.
there's things we want to do, but we don't really know how to get there. Like I see that you also do herbal pills. What is
Yes.
a herbal pill?
You
Pill.
know,
Pill.
because
Sorry.
we want, yes, I wanted to focus on modalities that support the body's natural power, natural healing power. And so providing the green peel herbal treatment, oh man, it is everything. It is everything. It's for all skin types, it's organic, it's natural, and it provides amazing results. Without someone having to go through extensive invasive procedures. It really can make an individual look 5 to 10 years younger with just one or two treatments. Yeah, it is amazing. For those of you who want to see what the green pill can do for you, go on my Instagram page and you will see some of the clients who have gone through the treatment process, and you see their skin peeling and literally becoming 2 or 3 shades lighter, smoother skin, brighter skin, diminishing blemishes, correcting cellulite and stretch marks. It's an amazing treatment.
Wow. I'm just like I'm in amazement. What's this cosmetic teeth whitening?
Oh man, yes. A lot of the younger people love that one. They love that, to come in and get their teeth whitened. It takes about an hour for that service, and we can lighten your teeth 2 to 3 shades or more. Give you a brighter, whiter smile.
I'm just amazed, y'all. I'm back on our website.
Yes.
It's all here. I really really love it. What is your? These are her hours. Um,
Yes, we
I'm gonna,
operate by appointment.
yeah, and there, yes, definitely by appointment. I'm
Yeah.
going to I'm going to find your actual information where people can contact you at. Here we go, visit us
Yes.
for my lazy stuff. So you're on Professional Drive.
We are on Professional Drive right off of Arden and Watt. Yes, right there in the Professional Village complex.
Right
Yes.
on. Right
Yes.
on. That's
Right in the
awesome.
heart of the Arden Arcade. So we are easy to find.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to make it close so everybody can see the address.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. That's as far as I'm gonna get. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
if you haven't checked this sister out, you need to go check her out.
Yes.
Book your appointment. What is your phone number? Even though I'm gonna give it to them a few times throughout the show, but what is your number?
It is 916-229-9442. And I just want to put out there that although we do have those formulas on our website, we can also work with the client depending on their goals and symptoms to formulate and customize a drip for them.
Right on. Right.
Yes.
Wow, I'm really amazed about the drip, to be very honest with you.
Yes.
Because sometimes you think if I drink a bunch of water, that should take care of the hydration
Yes.
part. But most of us aren't drinking good water.
Absolutely.
We don't even know what good water is. What
Yes.
do you think about the whole thing with water? Now today it's 105 outside or something like
Yes.
that. Is it ever possible to truly stay hydrated?
No. And with drinking water, it really will mostly just give you a great flush. It's really great with flushing out your system. What's great about IV infusion is that we bypass your metabolism. And so the
Mm,
nutrients are going directly to your cells. And that provides you with the hydration that you need.
right on. What
Yes.
type of people, like if you are experiencing an illness, should you be getting these drips?
Well, it depends on we screen for cardiac, liver, and kidney function. You have to be able to eliminate.
Right, that's real
Yeah,
talk. That's real
you
talk.
have to be able to eliminate. And so we screen for those organ functions. This is a service for someone who is healthy, for someone who
Gotcha.
is healthy and just need a little support, a little wellness support.
Right on. What if you have really bad acne? Would
Bad
your
acne.
facial and stuff would help out with that one?
Oh, absolutely. I encourage anyone to go to our Instagram, scroll through the page, and look at the results with just one treatment. What you can look forward to with either the green peel or our microneedling services, and with our IV infusions. We can formulate a drip that will absolutely help with skin. Yes. With help detoxing and flushing toxins and free radicals, fighting the free radicals that we produce from metabolism, we can definitely support therapy with treating those conditions.
Is there anything in the medical field that you think contributes to poor health at all?
Oh, absolutely. Like we were saying, most of us are in a constant state of dehydration.
Mhm.
It is just, my personal and professional opinion that we are kept in a constant state of dis-ease because dis-ease causes disease. And
Mhm.
that was the reason why another catalyst for starting this business is to bring education and therapies that are accessible to the community where we can learn to love and heal ourselves with what the Father has provided us. He created us to be able to for our bodies to heal itself, but we just don't know um, what to use and how to use it. And so IV hydration is a great way to to stay healthy and just to support your overall wellness.
So when you talk about the hydration drip, this is kind of what it looks like, or this is part of the
Yes,
stages of it, correct? I
absolutely.
it's
Yes.
a little bigger. I'm trying to make it bigger so we can see it, but then when I do that, I kind of lose something in it. So I just look up up here. This is not like my touch screen, so I can't
Yes.
really do what I want to do. If I was on my touch screen, I can make it do all kind of stuff. Let me just take this back down. Um, oop, let me go back. Okay, so this is you, of course.
Yes.
Just looking at some of these things here. Those are your products, correct?
So we do offer GlideMed Plus, which is a luxury medical grade skincare line. We have a web store on the website where people can go and shop for great skincare products.
Okay. What's happening here?
That is the green peel. That is someone who's going through an active peel, and that is day 2 after the treatment.
Wow.
Yes, it's a 20-day, it works over 28-day process. And so, yes, there is someone receiving a teeth whitening.
Wow. So you get to pick the color on here and decide which one.
So what we do is I first show the model where what the shade of their teeth are prior before we get started. And
Gotcha.
so this is a picture of afterwards.
Wow.
And I want to say this client was about 4 shades or more lighter
Wow.
with just one service. And we didn't do an hour. We only did half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Can be pretty profound.
Okay, what about here?
And here that is myself receiving a green peel treatment.
Mm,
Yes, I love the green peel. It's amazing, an amazing service.
wow. This is your place.
That is, yes, that's
You
the
have my
treatment
favorite chairs
studio.
in there.
Yes, we have zero gravity massage chairs.
Wow. I'm gonna go back to those. This is only letting me
Yes.
go a certain way. Here they are.
Yes.
I love those chairs.
Yes, I love those chairs. Those are a favorite amongst the visitors within the treatment studio. And these two young ladies here are receiving aroma oxygen while they are relaxing in the massage chairs.
What is aroma oxygen? What's that?
Yes, so everyone who comes in they are welcome to experience a complimentary session along with their drip of aroma oxygen, which is flavored oxygen. We offer a variety of flavors for relaxation, rejuvenation, and enhancement. What I learned through this journey is that 90% of our energy comes from oxygen and only 10% from food and water. So, providing oxygen for circulation, detoxification, and energy enhancement, it just, you know, was another holistic modality that I just could not pass up on offering to my clients here. So it's a wonderful, it provides for enhancing a wonderful experience.
I only know of people getting oxygen when they can't breathe. I
Yes,
never thought about it as therapy.
absolutely. Yes. Yep.
That's really something else. So that's your drip.
Yep. That's me preparing a drip.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
all of the formulas are prepared at the time of service.
right on. So you get to talk to the person and see what it is that they need.
Yes,
Right
absolutely.
on. Right on. Your place is beautiful. I love the greenery. I love the colors.
I
I
appreciate
just
it.
love
Thank
it, sis.
you.
Like I just love it. I
Yeah,
just really love
thank
it.
you.
How do you think? Do you think in the future that what you do will be incorporated into the medical field?
Well, a lot of physicians are um, doing more to offer it to their clients. They are doing more. They're seeing the results. Clients are seeking wellness spas such as as infusion, and so more physicians are offering it, and I do think that the market will expand. I hope that it will. I hope that it will expand. There are so many individuals who need IV hydration, and not just holistic therapy, but there are so many who need specialized infusions. And so I do hope for those individuals' sakes that more of these services and more infusion lounges will be everywhere so that everyone can get what they need.
Right
Yeah.
on, right on. I say that because I remember there was a time where hospitals did not have doulas.
Hmm.
They didn't really want midwives, and now they got midwives, they got doulas, they
Absolutely.
got birth coaches, and those were things that you saw outside of the hospital system,
Absolutely.
which that does impact birth. So now they're
Yeah.
inside of the healthcare system.
Yes.
Why do you think we are not getting this in the healthcare system now?
Why do I think we're not getting it in the healthcare? Western medicine has always just dragged behind, and I just believe that it's been more so because of cost. Just more about money. If we are all healing ourselves, then what need would we have to have insurance? What need would we have to you know go to the doctor? And so to keep that industry bulked up, of course, they got to keep some things, hold some things back from us. But because of the internet and social media, people have access to other resources now where they are able to educate themselves. And now you're finding that, clients have, you know, just as much knowledge, or at least access to having the same knowledge as the healthcare professional. And they're taking it upon themselves to seek out knowledge for healing. We have all of this technology, and we're an advanced country, yet we are still experiencing um, more disease and pestilence. We're still experiencing um, we're eradicating some diseases, but then we're gaining 10 more. So people are really wanting to do something to help themselves, and I think the healthcare industry has had no choice but to catch up if they don't want to lose everyone completely. People are looking more and more to holistic therapies.
How do you think what you do, how could that impact our ideals around treatment? And because you come into your space, it's beautiful, it's soft, you're nice, you're friendly, your energy is very warm. Do you think in the medical profession that you can train someone to be warm, to be friendly, to care about people, not treat one group of people differently because they may be tall or have more melanin, or like, do you think that that's possible?
Absolutely, absolutely. And in fact, it has already happened. I've had an opportunity to work with another nurse who is now in the process of opening up another treatment studio in North Carolina. And that is the whole purpose, to be able to treat everyone meet them right where they're at, whatever their body type, whatever their size, weight, ethnicity. We want to be multicultural, and we want to be all inclusive, because we want these services to be accessible to those who need it, not to, the rich and the famous, but to everyone who can benefit from having these services offered to them.
What are some of the things people can do at home to help them help them stay on the path even after they leave your office? What are some of the things they can do to stay on the path to wellness?
Yes, I encourage all of my clients to try to get enough rest, to eat a balanced diet, and to practice intermittent fasting and take in herbs, herbal teas, just take in herbs and practice intermittent fasting.
Okay, what is intermittent fasting? Because a lot of people may not know what that means.
Yes, yes. Taking some time off from foods, just giving your body a rest, just letting it rest, and just drinking herbal teas for your nourishment and nutrients. Sometimes we might need to take a break. I've been fasting from sugar from the last couple of weeks. So
Mhm.
no added sugar at all. And just making sure that all of the products that I'm ingesting doesn't have any added sugar. Sometimes our body just need that rest so that it can detox and just work efficiently so that we feel better, feel stronger, more energized.
Mm, mm.
Yes.
When you say give your body a rest from food, is there any certain food we should probably slow down on? Like I know I feel different when I don't eat meat.
Meat,
Yeah.
eat
As opposed to
dairy,
when I eat
a
meat, I
lot of
feel more
dairy.
rested. Hmm.
Yeah. For people who eat a lot of dairy, eggs, those are mucus causing foods that can cause inflammation in the system. Sugar, alcohol, diets high in fat, saturated fats, eating a lot of fried and processed foods.
Mm.
Yes.
What is live foods? I hear people say you should eat foods that are alive. And
Yes.
we're like, what does that mean? What is a food that is alive?
A food that is live is something that dies when it is detached from the branch. So, fruits and veggies, that is live food, fresh fruits and vegetables.
Okay. What's the difference between live and foods that are not alive? I mean, if we're talking fish and chicken,
Yes,
then what
yes,
what can be wrong with eating food like that that is not alive anymore?
yes. Flesh fish. So the difference between eating live foods and flesh. So our bodies are designed to break down simple sugars, monosaccharides, which are your fruits. Really, we are closely designed in our DNA like monkeys and gorillas, and they are frugivores. They eat only fruit. They eat herbs when they need extra support when they are going through an illness, and so we want to eat foods that are easily digestible because we want to be able to obtain the energy from that. When we eat foods like meats and the processed foods, your body cannot break those foods down. They can't digest it. It takes a few weeks for certain meats to be broken down in the system. So then where are you getting that energy from? And so when we can't digest our foods, then we're unable to eliminate that. And so it just sits on us, and then we end up gaining weight and unable to get rid of the fat, and then we start to develop heart disease and other conditions because of the foods that we eat. And then that's what makes us feel sluggish, right? Because we don't have the energy that we need, and that's because we're not eating the right foods.
Right on, right on. Um, hmm. So, what other things could we do to aid in us preserving ourselves in a good way? You know what I mean? When
Yes.
the people who I know that are like vegetarians, to be honest with you, some are vegan and they're older, they look very good. I know they walk a
Yes.
lot. I know they eat a lot of live foods, and they stay away from preservatives.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Staying away from canned foods. Canned foods, you want to stay away from canned foods. They have a lot of preservatives, and
Mhm.
just processed foods in general has a lot of preservatives. So you want to try to eat as much fresh food as possible. Much fresh food. If you have to choose something, I would say choose frozen first before anything else.
Got you, got
Yeah,
you, got you.
choose frozen fruit, vegetables and fruits first before choosing from a can or a jar.
Why is it important to rejuvenate yourself?
Oh man, it is so important because you need the volume, right? You need the volume, and it's so important. Everything that we do, we are releasing. we're releasing water. When we talk, when we breathe, sweating, your organs for optimal function, just to have output. I have clients who come to me who don't have enough volume, so they're not able to urinate. They're not able to have a bowel movement. And those things, that will cause other conditions. And so staying hydrated and rejuvenated that's the base. That's like the base of your wellness.
Wow, wow. I know people hear a lot about rejuvenation and self-care, but
Yes.
I don't really think we break down what that really means to have self-care. Why is that important? Why should we, you know, do self-care? Like, what does that really look like? It don't mean to be selfish and eat a bag of cookies. You know what
Right.
I mean? It could mean doing some of the stuff that you do at your holistic wellness center. Like, I
Mhm.
think that holistic thing is important. Should people be taking multivitamins?
I encourage people to take a multivitamin. The foods that we eat, a lot of the food we eat is hybrid. The food we eat is mass produced. And so by the time our digestive system take care of that, there's very little nutrition left. And so I would encourage anyone to support yourself with a multivitamin, because a lot of the foods we eat just don't have the nutrition. And as we age and get older, uh, we no longer produce certain nutrients and vitamins efficiently as we do when we're younger. And so we need that extra support. And if you don't take care of yourself first, if you're not selfish enough to take care of yourself first, you will not be any good for anyone else. So self
Hmm,
love and self care is very important.
right on, right on. Well, sis, look, I think we discussed a lot about this
Yes.
infusion. I think that I would pray and hope that the people are listening to this, that they will contact you. What's your number again?
916-229-9442.
And here on the screen is her place of business, her email, and the website that I've been on all this time. And you can go check her out and read everything on the site. It's incredible. I have done her services, and it really does impact your life, change your life. What are your plans for the future with this wellness center?
Oh, wow. You know, I I want to, like I said, my we're expanding services in a few months, and I just really want to reach out to the community and just let them know that we're here for you. Our formulas were designed with your goals in mind. Our services were designed with your goals in mind. So um, I plan on, expanding. We want to be able to possibly move from the treatment studio into a bigger space where we have other collaborative professionals that will provide other services, so that we have a space for individuals to come and get multi-level services. So
Right
yes, so we're
on.
looking forward to that.
Right on. So don't go anywhere. Let me wrap this show up. Okay, family. So
Yeah,
you heard about this sister. You see the work she does. Please reach out to her. And your wellness is all you have, really. If you're
that's
not
it.
well, it's hard for you to do anything. So
Health is the
here's
new
something.
wealth.
Yeah. So here's something a lot of our community don't know about, but we know about it now. So contact this sister, do the facial, do the teeth whitening, do the infusion, get your life right, get that energy
Yes.
back up, and you got things you want to do in the world. This is where you start. So thank you, sis, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time. Yes.
Hang on, hold on, this woman. All right, family. I will see y'all next week.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.